All right, so in this specific one, we are going to see how you can attach an ENI, how you can create a new ENI, and how you can associate with the existing running your instances. All right, so I'm currently on EC2 where I have one EC2 already up and running. So when I click over here, there is one thing that you need to notice is when you go to networking, there is already one ENI, default ENI already associated with the EC2 instance, right? Now let us associate another ENI, a new ENI, which will be attaching to this EC2, right? So just scroll downwards and search for network interfaces option. Click on create new network interfaces. However, if you are able to see these two options, these two ENIs, these are already created and associated with the EC2 instances. That's why the status is currently in use. So let's create a new one, and here we'll write ANI NIC, the new name of our ENI. Here we can select the subnet. Now, how to decide on what factor we should select this subnet? So what I'll do, I'll just open a new tab. We'll again go to instances page where we are going to see the running instance, or running instance is on which availability zone. So it is showing that it's on US East 2A. All right. So what we'll do, we'll go back, and here I'll select US East 2A as per the selection. Here we have two options, that is auto assign and custom. So here we can select auto assign, and if you want to define our custom IP address, that is IPv4 address, you can select custom. However, we will be proceeding with auto assign, and here we are going to assign one security group. Okay, so what is security group? So security group consists of some rules and protocols where we define the inbound and outbound traffic, that's for short. And yeah, so let's proceed forward and click on create new interface. Now it is currently been created. When you click on view, you can see these are the options that we'll get. It is already having one private IP address, okay, and also an DNS, right? Let us wait until it is created. Now it is showing as the network interface status as available, which means it is ready to be attached to one of the EC2 instances. So in order to attach it with the EC2, go to action, click on attach. Here the VPC is already been selected. We need to select the EC2, click on drop down and click on Ubuntu server, right? Once this is done, just click on attach. And now let's go back to EC2 instance. All right, do a refresh. Okay, now as you can see under networking section, you can see it has two private IP address, and if you scroll down, you can see the ENI which we created, that is ENI NIC, is been attached to the EC2 instance. All right, now it's time to disassociate this ENI with the running instance. Again, go back to networking interfaces. Now this one is currently in use. Let us go to action, detach, and then click on detach. Right. However, if you keep this option as been attached, or if the ENI is created, AWS won't be charging you extra. All right, so that you can keep a note of. Now let us stop this instance, because it will charge me on the basis of how much I'm accumulating the resources. Now I'll go back to networking interfaces. Now let us see how we can delete the NIC which we created, that is the ENI. I'm deliberately using the term NIC because we are used to the hardware resources which we have been using so far. So NIC, when I say NIC, it's ENI in AWS term, right? Now let us delete this ENI. Click on action, click on delete. All right, so in this specific video we learned how we can create an ENI, how we can associate an ENI with an EC2 instance, and how we can disassociate the ENI with the EC2 instance, and lastly we learned how we can delete an ENI, right? So now once you refresh, the ENI is gone, right? So that was all about this video. See you in the next one. Thank you.